The learning intention of this lesson is to use a variety of strategies such as diagrams, MAB, and logical estimations to solve 2 and 3-digit addition and whole number subtraction problems. They will be doing this through the form of a classroom shop. In order to successfully complete this lesson, students will be able to use a variety of strategies to work out basic estimations of calculations in their shop. The materials required for this lesson will include MAB, a till if wanted, paper, pens, calculator in order to check their answers, whiteboard marker, and the resources such as food products or containers that they have brought from home. The key ideas I will be focusing on in this lesson include addition, subtraction, the renaming process, and basic algorithm. The misconceptions that students may have when doing these calculations is not understanding that the renaming process and how it works. They may not understand that 110 is the same as 10 units, so using MAB blocks will help to reinforce this. They may also have a poor understanding of algorithm, and this may also be a misconception. To start this, the engagement activity that I'll be using is asking the students what their favourite foods are. I'll write a list on the board and then put a price down next to them, ensuring that they are in both 2 and 3-digit whole numbers of how much they think the food will be worth. There will be a variety of prices, so things that are simple such as $10 and $20, and then also like $352 and things like that. This will help to have diversity of students who are at a variety of levels. So once the customer has decided what they want from the store, they will go up to the cashier, which will be the students. The students can either work in groups of 2 or they can be larger groups for those that struggle with these sort of processes. This also adds diversity to my lesson. They will go to the counter and the cashier will tell them how much they think their products are worth by doing a basic estimation. They will then calculate this by showing the MAB, what each place value is worth. They will then subtract the difference, so the amount that the customer gives them, they'll then take away the amount that their products are worth and give them the correct change. They'll write down all of these calculations on paper, which will then be given to the teacher as a resource to assess them. This will be in the form of a summative assessment. At the end of the lesson, the students will go through a reflective stage where they'll look at what went well and what they liked about the lesson. This was also another form of summative assessment. The assumed prior understandings are pretty much that of place values, so they understand that there's ones, tens, hundreds, and which order they come in. They'll also have basic counting numeration skills, so know that 1 comes before 2 and things like that. They'll also be able to use quite a few different strategies, such as like doubles or knowing like number facts, like 6 and 4 is 10 and so is 7 and 3. The Ausfalls that it touches on is number and place value, both level 3 and 4. So they're able to recognise, model and represent and order numbers to at least 10,000. They're also able to recognise and explain connections between addition and subtraction. That was in level 3, and in level 4 they're able to apply place value to partition, rearrange and regroup numbers to at least tens of thousands. It also touches on money and financial mathematics, so pretty much knowing about money values and able to do transactions. This is really good for mathematical connections, so something they're going to face in real life. It also links to theory in terms of mathematical knowledge for teaching. So through procedural knowledge, students are able to correctly get the answer. They're also able to, there's quite a bit of flexibility in this lesson because not only they can either use 2-digit prices or they can use 3-digit prices. However, because it's still whole numbers, so it makes it a little bit more easier, and they can also work in groups, which is also another diverse thing. We've touched on student thinking as well through looking at the misconceptions and things that they may struggle with. And pretty much the reason why I chose to do this lesson was because it's a really hands-on activity, and I think that the use of like a strategy board is really helpful because if they're stuck, they can look at all the things they can do to help get the answer. And also because it has quite a bit of assessment in there, I'm able to see if the students actually understood the process, because obviously they'd both have a turn being the cashier and the customer as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.